Enemies inside the house. Matthew 10:36. Since childhood I swallowed humiliation. Inside a house where pain said the prayers. The ones who should have protected me shut their eyes, and silence became accomplice to destruction. I didn't understand it then, but war had already entered my room. Something unseen kept pushing me toward impact. While outside they kept saying everything's fine, inside I was already learning how to survive. A dysfunctional family playing ostrich, burying truth even while the cross bled. They entertained themselves with my collapse at the table, as if suffering were just another game piece. And that's where the inner war began, between darkness and an eternal voice. Because in the middle of abandonment and pain, I could feel God even though nobody ever spoke about God. When I drowned inside the dark, I wasn't alone, though I didn't know it. There was a war for my soul, and God was fighting silently every day. I came out of the mud, but it wasn't luck. It was God stepping into my war, into my darkness. Now that there's peace, everybody wants opinions, but they never saw the hand that pulled me up. Now they care about what they once ignored. Now they preach faith, the same ones who never searched for me. But I know who stayed when nobody came down. God in the battle when nobody showed up. And the question still hangs in the air unanswered. Do they care about my life or my destruction? Because now that I'm walking like they want to return, but God pulled me out and they won't stop me now. Your enemies will be those of your own house, but God also fights inside the house. The Bible says I have to forgive, but there are wounds I still know how to scream. I don't know if I already forgave, or if I'm still somewhere in the process, between flesh, soul, and the weight of excess pain. There are nights when hatred tries to rise again, but right there I feel God holding me steady. He doesn't let me become what I used to be, even when the past still lives inside me. Sometimes they left me alone when I needed the most, but I was never alone. God walked beside me in the desert nobody wanted to enter. God was already there, ready to fight. Now that I'm free, they want to come back, but they don't understand what healing cost me. They want to see me well, but under their control, not under the freedom the Lord gave me. And if my mind collapses, God still stands firm. When my blood boils, He redeems me. When the past tries taking control again, His presence keeps setting me free. This isn't just pain, it's real war between the spiritual and the emotional. But in every blow that tried destroying me, God stayed here without letting me go. Your enemies will be those of your own household. And I learned another deeper truth too. God fights even where shadows are strongest. Not everything that wounded me defines me, because there is a God walking beside me who never surrenders. I came out of the mud, not by human strength. It was God lifting my shattered soul. Now everybody talks, now everybody's present, but they never saw the war I had to survive. I know who stayed when nobody came down, when family failed me. God did not fail me. And even if the past still tries speaking to me, the voice of God is the one that keeps me moving forward. It wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was God in the middle of my spiritual war. And even if the world never understands what happened, I know who pulled me out and never let me go. Never let me go.
I'm trying.